EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Got it. Ready? Let's go. 19 Lion.
Play action. May. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after him.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Going deep for Diggs. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Stephon Diggs. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Seven nothing is our score. Ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And a good kick pays off as he's only able to get this out past the 10-yard line.
Here we go, son. L-80. Hey, son.
Darnold now to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 50. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now.
Outright to Smith and Jigba. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Back to throw again. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
60 by 6. 60 by 6. Set. Go.
Throw left side complete. That's Horton. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80.
And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Pats, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Touchdown! Jackson Smith-Njigba, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Going deep for Diggs. He's got it with the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Stephon Diggs with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Walker now at 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Go!
Smith-Njigba hauling it in on the out route. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Here we go, here we go. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready?
2nd and 1. That'll be caught by Cup. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So a first quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost them.
You talk about this Seahawk defense. This unit third best in the NFL in stopping the run.
We know it's only week one, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
3rd and 5.
Cougar 19.
The tight end Henry here in motion. On 3rd down, here's Henderson. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. The Patriots at 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Looking to throw, May. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Douglas. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through 1 quarter, 14-7. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Check go.
Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. He'll get this down to the 38.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Go, Chap. Set up. Hawks,
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Ready.
They go play action now. May steps away. And this is caught inside the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Go.
They'll run here with Henderson. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
You can do one of two things after a penalty. You can hang your head, or you can get mad and redouble your efforts. I think we just saw the latter there as they stopped him for no gain.
Ready up.
A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Set. Cowboy 80. Reload. Reload. Go.
Again, it's Henderson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
Set. Mustang 19. 18. Pioneer. Ready.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Patriots. From 6 yards away. And the Patriots go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Let's go now.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he is going to lose yardage here. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Well, let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Here we go. Here we go. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Check go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with a football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Ready. Hurt.
A give for Henderson running to the right. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Ready.
They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Dragon 60. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Head up.
They'll try and throw for it with May. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Stevenson is into the end zone. Touchdown, New England. Well, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They run again with Walker. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Kenneth Walker, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Okay, ready?
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They'll throw with May. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
There he goes, right side. He may go. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Set. Hut, hut.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field.
Check smash. Check smash. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Check go.
To throw, it's May. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
2nd and 10.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 79 Broncos. Let's go now. And up.
Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Going up top for Kupp. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Cooper Kupp in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
The extra point now coming from Myers. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath, as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Oh, good return up past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
With all the specialization we have in this great game, at some point the head coach is going to take charge of every group. And I think at halftime, he spent a little time with the special teams coach, said, look, you've got to find a way to get us a big play to help us get back into this.
Out quickly here to Smith and Jigba.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up second down.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Ready.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big fella go.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Noah Fant, 50 yards. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are all tied at 28. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
60 by 6.
After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
Cowboy 80. Viking 18.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
70 Timberwolves. Ready.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 55 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Go.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Set. Ready.
They'll go back to Henderson on 1st down. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
Check, Panther. Panther Street. Panther Street. Rig alert. Rig alert. Ready, ready.
They run once more with Henderson. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
Tiger, 19, smash.
To the right side, this is Henderson. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Throwing here is May. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Julian Love. And the Seahawks are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And the momentum just continuing to build and build for them. They had the touchdown, their last drive to tie the game. Now their defense does its job. And Charles, all of a sudden, they've got a chance to capture the lead here.
And we're seeing a really nice exhibition of what coaches love to call complementary football. Offense gets a tie, defense does its job, gets the ball right back, and their teammates now have momentum. What a nice job they're doing, all doing it together.
2nd and 11. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Trap 60, trap 60.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
Here we go, here we go. Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll try and throw for it here. Oh, and that is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Henderson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A nice throw by the rookie from Alabama. That's a 1st down. A nice throw right there. And, Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. He finds Smith and Jigba. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Second down and 3. Ball on the 7. Going right back to Smith and Jigba.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Jackson Smith and Jigba
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And Gibson decides against bringing it out.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. To the air, May. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better.
Stevenson now on first and 10.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd and 5.
Go! 70 Lions! Ready?
And they go play action with May.
Going deep for Diggs. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Stephon Diggs with career touchdown number 70.
And the Patriots answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
And now they'll shift things around. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. He finds his man complete. That's Horton. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Come on, set!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
60. Let's go now. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going up top for Kupp. He's got it at the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Cooper Kupp, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Now he'll give it up on the reverse. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Here's May. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Street, Street. 79 Bronco. Ready.
4th down, here's May. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to pick up a Patriots 1st down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long.
Ready up. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Here we go, set.
Henderson running straight ahead. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He was brought down there by Julian Love. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
That's taken in by Henderson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
19 tight, 19 tight. 19 Lion. Ready.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Hiking 18.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now they'll change things up. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Looking to throw. May. That is caught. It's Williams. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Here's 1st and 10.
Set. Hurt. Right there. Hurt.
From the gun, it's May. And he's got it. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage, back to the 4-yard line.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Bronco 80. Big Lion. Ready.
They'll run for it. It's Stevenson. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Cougar 19. Let's go now.
Finding Smith and Jigba downfield. Now he's loose again. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for two and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for two.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
Go!
They'll try and throw for it. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Eagle, 60, 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Set, ready. Ready.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Ready, ready.
He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete.